Hey guys, this is Ken Faulkner, and I'm bringing you another knife video. This one's kind of my birthday edition. I'm born April 25th, long time ago. And anyway, since it's such a long time ago, birthdays aren't quite as big of a deal nowadays as they were back when I was a kid, but I still like to treat myself a little bit and get a couple of good things. This is a card my sister sent me, and my dad passed away this last year, and he was always a boating guy. So he lived in Florida. They have a lot of lighthouses. I was able to actually get a lighthouse. I'm looking at it right now that I got from his house. So I got a fondness for lighthouses and boating, and I know my sister was thinking about that when she got this card, so that's pretty special. And speaking of special, I got a big pile of boxes here. You can barely get it on the camera, and I'm going to go ahead and put this one to the side first. This is kind of a big box, and actually I ended up opening it up because I wasn't sure if it was really what I thought it was inside of it, because it's much bigger than what's in there. So these, of course, it's knives. If you know me, you know what I'm getting for my birthday. This one is a upside down box, JSWS, where quality knives cost no more. I know a lot of you are probably watching Freedom Frog, his channel. If you're not, I recommend you go over there, especially because he has a 40% discount code for this knife. These knives are sold on Amazon, and they also have a 10% off code there when you go to the JSWS store at Amazon. And so click on that, and then go to Freedom Frog's channel and get his code. Put that in during the checkout, and you'll get 50% off of this knife. And as they say, where quality costs no more, these are not expensive knives. And you know, I love knives in general. I'm a big fan of all different kinds of knives. You'll see a little bit of an example of that at the end of the video. But you know, this is a budget knife. But what I like about this knife is that it is a value, a really good value. I mean, it's not going to be something you can compare to a $300 knife, you know, and say, hey, this isn't as good as that, because I paid $18 for this knife. And with Amazon, you know, free shipping, came the next day. It's amazing. I mean, just how quickly and easily you can get it. Since you can't actually go out in the store nowadays, especially in California, get a knife like this, it's just nice to have that option. I don't tend to buy as many budget knives as I used to, but I still have a place in my heart for them. So with all that yapping, I'm going to go ahead and open this guy up. All right. Now, I don't think they actually have names for their knives. Probably should have looked that up. But, you know, for $18, I don't know if, you know, I was paying enough to get a name. So this is the first time I'm seeing it. You can see it's a little bit off center here. Maybe I just need to tighten up the pivot a little bit. It's got deep carry pocket clip. G10 scales, that's something I really like. And that basic black, I like that too. Lanyard hole, pivot collar, so that's kind of a nice little feature. A little pop of color, I like that. This one, I know Freedom Frog had a button lock version of this knife, but this one is the liner lock version. So let me get this thing out. There you go. It's kind of a small knife for me, but I can still get 4 fingers on it. I'm okay with that. Looks like there's a little spot here for a finger choil, which is always a good thing. No jimping on the back, but still locks in quite well. And I think this one is in 440 stainless. Let's see if it says here. I believe that's what it is, 440 stainless. And you know, it's funny because you don't see a lot of 440 nowadays. But then that's a nice shiny little blade there, almost like a mirror image, mirror polish on that thing. Not exactly, but you know, so it looks pretty cool. Anyway, 440, when I was growing up and buying crazy knives and just for fun, a lot of things in 440. I think this might actually be 440C, which I believe is maybe a little bit higher quality to that. So we'll see when we start sharpening it up. I know the peanut cut test on Freedom Frog's channel, this one passed pretty well on that. And anyway, I kind of am drawn to this shape of knife. It's only got the one method of deployment, but it seems to work pretty well. But it's that drop point, spear point kind, and I definitely find myself being drawn to these kind of knives. You know, it's just a preference thing. I know everybody's got their own things they like, but I mean, I just, you know, why deny that this is something that I'm constantly going back to and buying that kind of knife. So anyway, we'll move on from that one because we got another one to open up. This one is not opened yet. This one came from Blade HQ and it had that on the label, so I knew that this is the knife that I had ordered. And this is really more of the big knife. Now, my girlfriend, you know, she buys me knives for different holidays, and I usually pick them out. This time we kind of split the cost on this one. Spent a little bit more money, but I'd have to say this one is also a really, really good value. Let's take a look. We got that blue from Blade HQ. We got the peanuts. Have to mail some of those to Freedom Frog. Look at that. Oh, upside down again. Conwu knives. I've been seeing a lot of videos on these knives, and a lot of good things said about them. And this one is called the Zen. Does it say it here? Oh, there it is, Zen. And anyway, just heard good things about them. It is a Chinese company, and they are made in China, but the quality seems to be quite good. Another channel I like to watch, Behind the Edge, Nick Edwards won a Pulsar from Conwu off of Metal Complex's channel, one of his lives, and he can tend to be picky about knives, and he's more of a USA made fan. But from what he said about this knife, and the fact that he really couldn't find a lot of things that he felt were a problem with it, that kind of sealed the deal for me as far as picking up one of these for myself. So let's take a look at this guy, get it opened up, see what we got. I tell you, I got these knives last night. It's Saturday right now. Friday night, I'm always in the Hive. That's Bees Blades live on Friday night. So I couldn't do this video then. But if you were there, you saw my super chat when I was saying, man, I got these knives, this boxes of knives sitting in front of me, and I can't open them because I got to wait for the unboxing of the channel. So if any of you were there, here we go. This is the second knife. That's the cool pouch that I'm always seeing on the videos. Very nice. I do like the artwork that they add to this. This is a kind of a unique, I mean, kind of pouch. It's got the lining on the inside and little beads and everything like that. I mean, it's just kind of, it's kind of cool. I mean, when you see something like that, it makes you feel like there's a little bit more going on with this knife than maybe some of the other ones. Nice little cloth. Nice little tool. Probably won't use, but it'll just go in a bag somewhere. just in case. What do they call this? Troll candy. And here's their little card. Knives. I bought this one at Blade HQ, like I said, but I think you can go to their website and there's other places. So here's some information from their card. So this one is called the Zen. And I don't know if I've actually seen this one in a video yet. Some of the other brands are more popular, but this one had kind of the specs that I like. The blade length is a little bit longer than some of their other ones. And it does have that drop point, spear point kind of shape that I like. Nice little hole here for deployment. Titanium handles. Another pivot collar. It looks like it's anodized. You can see that. Looks really nice, and they got a nice design on there. Okay, so this one is an LMAX steel. So this is actually my first LMAX knife. You can see, I think it says LMAX right there. So I'm kind of excited about that. I'm not real big on all the different steels, but I'm getting more into it, so it's kind of fun to get something that you never experienced before. That's that little logo right there. Looks cool. Lanyard hole for those who like those. Nice pocket clip, frame lock. So this is over 3.5 inch blade length, which is kind of my go-to. I do like a nice size knife. I don't mind it being in my pocket, taking up room. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, a knife in your pocket's priority. So everything else just has to get out of the way. So that's very nice. This one does have some good jimping up here. Nice choil. So you kind of get that grip right there between, just around the pivot. Got some nice milling here. Texture's good. Texture's good. Not totally flat and slick like you would just by looking at it. It looks kind of like that, but it's more kind of a little, almost like an orange peel sort of thing, which is really nice. Really nice. So that's the knife. My birthday present, partially from myself, partially from my girlfriend, to myself. And I am super happy. So there's that one. Now I did mention that I got kind of a fun one here for the end of the video. And I know that people collecting knives, a lot of people aren't so excited about these kind of knives, but when I was growing up and when I was buying knives, I used to pick up a lot of stuff along these lines. I mean, I was big on all the sword and sorcery and that kind of movie. And my kids went and bought me this. I don't know, maybe it's kind of a gag gift, but you know, I just love knives, so it's I kind of dig this craziness. Thor's sickle, Gil Hibben. And I have a couple of knives from him from way back in the day, and it kind of brings back memories. Now this one is definitely, I've kind of moved on from this. So 5CR 15 MOV. So you're talking about not the best steel in the world. But that's okay. I mean, what are you going to do with this thing? And here is the knife. Comes with a sheath. Craziest sheath I've ever seen. I don't know. You kind of, here's the belt loop here. Man, I can't even get this thing on in the frame. Belt loop here, so it's kind of hang on your belt and kind of sit with the handle down, I guess. So you kind of grab it, pull that button loose, grab a hold of that blade, and you have to kind of slide it out from the back like this. And look at all that fantasy, beauty, craziness. What do you think about that? So a little, you know, if I wanted to really nitpick on this thing, it'd be pretty easy, but my fingers feel kind of awkward going around this portion of the blade. So it doesn't feel like quite as comfortable as I'd want, but hey, it's kind of a wall hanger. Been trying to kind of put a little bit of an edge on it. I haven't spent too much time with it, but it's got a little tiny bit of an edge. Not sure what the handle material is. Possibly a G10. Anyway, it's for fun. So don't take it too serious, guys. Just every once in a while, you just gotta have to do something crazy. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Now I get to check out these knives more thoroughly. I'm really excited about it, and I will see you the next time. Bye.